Hey everyone, it's me, Shelby. Shiz147, you know, that's the name of the channel. I'm recording this video as of 11:46 a.m. on Wednesday, June 3rd, 2026. And wow, my voice and my throat are shot because of reasons that I will get into later. But yeah. This probably seems a bit different from my usual videos. It's because I am only putting in the most minimal amount of effort to record it. I'm recording this in the bathroom at the house that I live in. It's not actually my house, which you would know about that if you watched my video called The Truth, which it wasn't the last video, but the video before that, where I explained everything. But if not, I guess I can talk about it again because, oh boy, do I have a lot to talk about. I made a video like this kind of already before other crazy stuff went down, but it was just me like rushing through everything, trying to tell everything at a fast pace to make sure the video wasn't too long, I guess, but I don't want to do that. I want to be able to take all the time that I need to talk about all this stuff, so I'm here in the bathroom. I've got the camera propped up on the sink on a couple of boxes and a book. I had to do that to get enough height to film myself, and I'm sitting here on a chair. You can't see it though. No, you can't see it. And I switched to my old video camera. The one that I had been using was a Vivitar camera. It's supposed to be like, well, I thought it was going to be better than this old Sony video cam. I'm using my old Sony. I had a Sony one, but then I switched and bought a Vivitar a while back because it was supposed to be higher quality and have more features and stuff. But honestly, it's given me more trouble than this old Sony camera ever did. And the Vivitar is supposed to record in 4K, and it does, but like, I'm pretty sure the picture quality is not 4K, because, I don't know, it doesn't seem that way. But the video file after I record is like, you know, really big because it's still recording in 4K. Even though it doesn't look 4K, the footage and the picture and stuff, it doesn't look 4K. And it just gives me so many problems, so I charged my old Sony video cam. It only records in like 720p, right, I think? So, but quality doesn't really matter right now. It doesn't usually matter to me. And all I need is something to record this video, because, well, I have an idea of what this is going to be titled. Something like, I'm broken and tired and this is my last resort or something, because that's what it is. And that's why I'm making this video. And being broken and tired is the reason why I'm only putting in the minimal amount of effort to record this. Okay, well, if you missed the video called The Truth, let me just run it back for you, I guess. So, I think the last truly good year that I had was 2024. I had a job, I had money, I went to 2 really fun concerts because I like music. If you don't know that, music is like my biggest thing. I like it a lot, so I went to 2 concerts that year, all on my own, with my own money, because I had a job. But then, in March 2025, I lost my job for very unfair reasons. I don't know if my boss had a grudge against me for some reason when I literally always did the work that I was supposed to do. But yeah, there was like a fallout there. And actually earlier this year I tried to reapply because my old boss left and there's a new boss who I had worked with before she was the boss. And she was like, hey, you want to try to come back here? And I was like, yeah. And so I tried to do that, but the old boss made it so that I couldn't get hired there again, which was great because if only I could have just gone back there, I wouldn't be in this position that I'm in right now. Everything would have been fine. And I wouldn't have to be recording this video. But because my old boss was bitter and petty, but it's come to this. Well, after that, so in March of 2025 is when I lost my job. And you know, after that I still had a little bit of savings and, you know, this house, you know, this is the house that I live in. I used to live here with my grandma to like help her do stuff and do stuff for her around the house and all that. And for a few months after that it wasn't that bad because, you know, I was here with my grandma and I could still like go out and do stuff with some of the money that I still had left saved up from when I was still working. But then in August of 2025, that's when it really started going downhill because my grandma's health really started to decline. So in August of 2025 she started going in and out of the hospital, and I don't know, they kept sending her like back here even though there was no one here who could feasibly possibly take care of her because she couldn't get around on her own. It got to the point where she couldn't move around on her own. She would need someone to help her like physically help her get up. And I was the one who was always here, mostly just me and her, and I wasn't strong enough. I couldn't lift her up on my own. So we had no choice but to keep sending her back to the hospital. And in the end, in October of last year, just a few days after her birthday, she passed. And so it's just been me here alone at this house since then. Well, I mean, not all the time, because, well, the only immediate family that I have left is my dad and my uncle, my grandma's sons. And my uncle lives in a different place. He only comes down to see us every now and then. And my dad, he lives right next door, but he works all 5 days throughout the week. So throughout the week I only see him at night when he comes home from work. And so the only days that I'm not like completely alone most of the day, it's on the weekends because my dad's here and we do stuff and hang out and all that. And you know, things were kind of rough after my grandma passed, of course. But for a while there, I still had a way to get around, but because of everything here being in her name, and because the car that she was driving, I was using her car that was in her name, but it had like insurance on it, and it wasn't able to be paid off. So as of last month, that car had to stop being used by me because my dad couldn't keep paying for it because he's trying to, you know, make sure that he can pay for the house utilities and all that. And he's had to cut a lot of stuff off because it would have been too much for him. Because, you know, I don't have a job. He's the only one that has a job. He's the only one who can pay for things. And so I think this is the 3rd week. I'm in my 3rd week of not having any transportation to go anywhere at all. So I'm just stuck here at this house with no way to get out and go anywhere, aside from like walking, which I did once already when it was during a day that it was pouring down rain and the power went out. The power went out here, and I was like, I don't want to have to sit around here in the dark with the power out. So I got my raincoat on and I walked like a crazy person, I know. I walked out in the rain. I was gonna walk out to the town because it's not like super far away. It's not like really walking distance, but you can walk to it. Other people walk to it all the time. I see people walking down the road all the time, so other people do it. And I've done it before in the past, like years ago. But I wanted to get to the store out there where there was power. But since then, I haven't gotten out and walked anywhere. But still, I think being stuck here like this with no way to get anywhere but walking is already taking a toll on me, and this is already only just the 3rd week of not having transportation. I feel like some days I feel like I'm going off the deep end already. And that brings me back to the reason why my voice and my throat are kind of jacked up right now. It's probably because of tree pollen and all that, because there's a lot of that around here. It's the season for it, I guess. But also because, well, just like a couple days ago, I kind of had an emotional breakdown, so yeah, that's also a reason why my voice and my throat aren't doing that well. So I've had to like eat some honey and suck on some throat drops or whatever. So yeah, that was a thing that happened. Because this whole thing really is already taking a toll on me. I thought that I would be able to hold out longer, but I don't know. And to make things worse, the only way that I have to, you know, keep in contact with people is on the internet. I have the internet, but the main site that I've always kept in touch with people on for a long time now is Twitter, or X, but I don't call it that. And God, ever since freaking you-know-who took over and now everything is run by AI, it's just gotten so bad because I had multiple accounts on there and two of them have been suspended for no reason. Well, the first one was a music account that I had for like 2 years, and then last month I was freaking stupid and I got scammed out of it, so it got stolen from me. And I was able to get it back just like a few days after that, and I thought that was the end of it. But then I guess because of people reporting it when it was stolen, it got suspended. And I sent an appeal for that. And they were like, oh, well, we're not going to reverse our decision, but you can unlock your account by following on-screen instructions. And I went to that account, but there were no on-screen instructions, so I was just like, okay, I'll deactivate my account. But you can't even deactivate your account when you're suspended. You have to send in a request for that. It's all so stupid and way more trouble than it needs to be, my God. Because it's all freaking AI. You can't talk to an actual human. None of this would have happened if I could talk to an actual human. God, I will never forgive this AI takeover, man. It's like one of the worst enemies of humanity. Okay, well, anyway, I requested to have that account deleted. But then, for no reason, another account, my original account that I've had for almost 15 years now, it got suspended. For no reason. There was no reason for it to get suspended. I never did anything wrong on that account. It never got stolen. So, I don't know what the freak is going on, man. But now it feels like they're trying to wipe me off the site completely. And I'm scared. I'm scared of losing all the connections that I have there. The community that I built up over there. Of course, I made a new account after my old music account got stolen. I made a new music account. And I've been using that now. And earlier was really close because when I got on there earlier, first thing this morning after I woke up, it was like, oh, your account's locked. And I was like, dude, no, stop, you gotta be kidding me. But luckily it was like, oh, just click here to unlock your account. And then after that it was fine. So thankfully that was very easily resolvable, but still, my God, I feel like I'm walking on eggshells now. Are they going to suspend all my accounts? Are they gonna force me off of Twitter completely? Am I gonna have to lose all those connections that I built up over there? So yeah, all this has been happening over the last year, and every time things start to look up, they just drop right back down again. Something happens and it gets bad again. And now it seems like it just keeps getting worse, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. You know, I said I'm unemployed, and I've been unemployed for over a year, but anybody who knows anything knows that it's basically impossible to get a job right now. I've tried. I tried so much. And my dad was always like, oh, you gotta try to get a job. And I tried to explain it to him, but he doesn't get it. He's lucky he has a job, so he doesn't have to worry about that. But every time I try to tell him what's going on and why I wasn't able to get a job, he doesn't understand. But I've tried. I've tried so hard. I applied to so many places. So what the heck is someone supposed to do in a situation like this? I've obviously stopped applying for jobs because even if I did manage to get one, I have no way to get there because I have no car. I have no mode of transportation. So, this is why I'm making this video, because it's my last resort. The only option I have left is this. Making videos here on YouTube. And I need your help. Because, you know, since I don't have a job, I have no source of income, even though there are literally still things that I need to pay for. I need to start having some sort of source of money soon, hopefully. So what I did was I signed up for that site, Ko-Fi? Coffee? How do you say it? You know, K-O-F-I, however you say it. I made a page there. I'm gonna try to link it in the description, but I might have to like leave a space in there somewhere because for some reason YouTube won't let me post links outside of YouTube. I can post links from YouTube in there, but not from outside without like submitting a video or some stupid garbage. God, literally everything has to be more trouble than it needs to be in this day and age. And that's another thing that's stressing me out, because things just can't be simple. But anyway, I'll put it in the description, probably with a space in it, so you just have to copy it and paste it and get rid of the space. So yeah, it's come to that, but I'm not going to ask you for money without offering something in return. Already on the site, I have a shop with 2 things that you can purchase to give me money, if you want to. It's optional, completely optional, but yeah. If you don't know, I am somewhat of a writer. I used to write poetry. I was actually known for that back in high school. I even got published a couple times. So in the shop, I have a collection of a lot of the poetry that I wrote. back when I was in school. A whole collection. There's like, God, I don't even remember how many poems are in there, but there's a few. There's like more than 10. I don't remember how many there are, but there's more than 10. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. So, and the other thing is a short story that I wrote when I was in high school. And when I first thought about reading that again, I was like, since I wrote it in high school, it might not have held up that well, but I read it again and still seems okay to me, so I've got that on there too. You can buy the book of poetry, the collection. They're both in PDF format, the collection of poetry and the short story, and I've got them both for minimum $1. Minimum $1. You can pay more if you want to, and if you have the means to do so, but you don't have to pay anything more than $1 for the poetry collection and for the short story. So that's what's on there for you now. I also have a tipping option, which is set to $2 or more if you're really feeling generous and want to just give me something without anything in return, which you don't have to do that either. You don't have to do anything like that. You don't have to, only if you're able and you want to. But like, if you're struggling to, please, use your money for yourself, to help yourself. But other than that, in the future, by getting money from that, I can also start making more videos here. So you guys can give me money and I can make videos, and if I get enough money, I can like slowly start to increase the quality of the videos and the kind of videos that I make. Right now, all I've done is like talking videos, and I've done like a reaction to a song. Oh, and I did sort of a gameplay video, sort of, but it's not exactly that. It's the last video I recorded, if you want to go watch that. I explain it in that video if you want to know what I'm talking about. But I could do more of that. Actually, that's something that I need money for right now. So I can record gaming videos, because I like video games. If you guys like video games, I have ideas for games that I could play on this channel, but I only have my old like potato laptop, so I would need a recording software called Bandicam, because it's the only one that works on my laptop. I have the free version right now, but the paid version is like the full version, no recording limits, no watermark, and it's like 33 something, which I don't even have that much money now. I can't afford a year of Bandicam. I only have like a little bit of money right now, like a tiny bit, and I'm trying not to run out if I can help it. So yeah, at the very least I need like $33 for Bandicam so I can record gaming videos. Also, I have streamed it before on PlayStation through my PS5. You can go to the live section of my channel. I did some streams of the game Shadow of the Colossus. That was like a few months ago now. I've been meaning to go back to it, but yeah, things have been crazy, as you know, because I just told you. And in the long run, if I can get a proper thing going here, if I can start making videos, whatever you guys want to see, and I can get, a steady flow of money coming in, then maybe I could improve my circumstances here. Because right now, the only thing that I can do is wait for my dad, because he said at some point he would be able to get a car for me to drive. And he was like, oh, well, you have to make sure you look for a job or whatever. And like I said, I already tried to tell him that I've tried to do that before, and I don't know how things are going to be in a few months, but I don't know. I don't want to have to wait until then to have some kind of mode of transportation. So I'm thinking if I could at least get like a bike or something, even just like a bike that I could ride, that would be better than just like walking, having to walk everywhere. And that's still like, you know, exercise because you use your legs for the pedals and all that. And before I lost access to the car, I did go to a store and look at their bike section. It seems like the most expensive ones are like upwards of $200 or more. So I don't know if I could get, well, it doesn't have to be like the most expensive kind of bike. I would just need some kind of bike. If I could get something like that, I think that would be good. So yeah, that's like I think, oh my god, dude. I was doing so well and I lost my train of thought. Okay, well, you know the situation that I'm in. You know that I've tried literally everything else to no avail. So like this is my only option. I need your help. Because nobody else is gonna help me. Can't get a job. And I'm gonna get kind of dark here, but it really feels like no one around here actually cares whether I get out of here or not, or whether I even live or die. But I can't die in this place, man. I gotta get out of here. There's gotta be a way that I can get out of here. There's no way that after all these years, after all that I've been through, I'm 29 years old, there's no way after all that I've been through that my life was just meant to come to this and that's it. And I'm just supposed to die here without ever getting anywhere. There's no way that's how things are supposed to be. I can't believe that. Because that's one of the worst fates that I could ever imagine. I don't want to be stuck here forever. I can't. I'm still alive right now, so I have to do what I can, and this is all that I know to do now because I've tried everything else. So please, help me. And I'm sorry. I don't want to be trouble for anyone, but I don't know what else to do. So, if it's within your means, if you're able, and you want to, well, you know what to do because I just told you. Link to the Ko-fi or Ko-fi or whatever is going to be in the description, and let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see. If you're going to give me money, or, you know, of course for the people who aren't going to give me money, it doesn't matter. I just want to like start making content here regularly anyways. So I need more ideas. So if you have any ideas or anything that you want to see, please tell me. And if it's within my means, I'll do it. And if it's something that I need more money for, then hopefully I can get that through my Ko-fi page or Ko-fi or whatever. Tell me how you say that. Is there a way to say that? I don't know. But yeah. There's still so much more that I want to do with my life. I'm only 29 years old. There's still so much that I could do. There's so much that I want to do, but I can't do it if I'm stuck here. So you have to help me so I can get out of here, so I can do more. And if I can do more, I can make more kinds of content and do more interesting stuff on the channel. So it's a win-win for both of us. You help me free myself and I make content for you to watch. That seems like a pretty fair deal to me, right? Seems like a pretty fair deal. So yeah. Well, I really hope that I haven't forgotten anything, but knowing me, I always forget something when making videos like this. So who knows? But yeah. If there's anything else I need to talk about, I'll record again, I guess. But for now, I think that's all. Unless... No, nothing else is coming to mind, so I'll stop the recording here. It's probably been going on forever now. I have no idea how long I've been recording now. I suppose I could check the time. Ah, yep, it's been going for a while now. So I'll stop now. And I hope to see you guys in whatever video I record next. Hopefully it's not as depressing as this one. But yeah. And hopefully we can like start a nice community here. I think that would be nice. Because if I could have a community here, then I wouldn't feel so bad about losing my Twitter community, I guess. Because really, I'm really just someone who, I mean, I thrive on that kind of thing. Connections, community. If it hadn't been for my friends in the past, like, I don't know if I would have made it through school. So yeah, I'm just lonely also because I'm here all alone, and if I lose my online community, then I really will have no one. So yeah. I hope that there are brighter days ahead. And so I'll see you later.